Good evening, everyone. I am just doing the usual routine of getting everything figured. And for some reason, it's still stuck on entertainment. I've changed that, I don't know how many times, but I digress. It is still botched. It's a botched process. Alright, sounds like everything is going good. Everything's good, and more good. Did you know things are good? Personally good. Why wouldn't they be good? Now that I figured out the secret how to actually load this stupid thing, it actually works pretty good. Live chat? Why would I do that? There we go. So yeah, we are back. And we do need to have a little chat. Because we obviously things are going, I think, better now. And we have officially, as of the last time, we still have these two, but we actually have a baling project to do, so there's that. Of course, if you're new to this and you've just joining us now, oh, thanks for the likes. You know now that we have two botched freaking processes here. This one we worked night and day for like, I think about 9 hours in stream time to harvest it, and we never did get all of it. But at the same time, we got all of it. So we're going to see how long we can go of holding off and having those blink at us while our potato field here grows. Hopefully. We're going to see about that one. But we also have, officially now, we have an oil pump. So we got oil producing, which we might just have a sell point for now, and just keep buying our fuel elsewhere. But we also have sorghum. We have oodles amount of sorghum right now, so it can be producing for a while. And yeah, we're producing flour that we can sell as an added effort. And this, for everyone that's just new to the channel or whatnot, and or old, yes, to be originals, this is our little oil facility. We have our Meridian tank here, which apparently you can teleport inside of. There's no oil in here. So yeah, so we'll have a truck that'll pick up the oil, sell it at some point. We don't have to worry about it for a while. It's not going to be not one of those things. Anyways, we might as well stop by here and take a look at stuff. We do have chickens. We have about 250 chickens that are producing a small amount of eggs. Got 141 eggs. 250 chickens, 140 eggs. Some of them aren't producing dick all. Well, we do have honey here. This object is too heavy now. That's not a bad thing. There's 277 liters of honey. And then we've got, over here, we've 491 kilograms of wool from these hungry little devils. Which I'm actually kind of happy to see. Holy crap, I can pet the lamb, pet the pretty lamb. Bah. I better lock you in. Otherwise I'll have sheep everywhere. So yeah, we have a few things like that. There's my beat, there's my truck. There's another truck. There's another truck. Another truck. Combine. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We got to go up and start swathing. It's a decent, honestly, it's a decent little contract to be swathing. My swather doesn't fit down the road, but Where the balls is this place? I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, 32. We're going over to 32. Yeah, it would be N32. It'd be N, wouldn't it? Would it be I? No, I only goes up to what, 24? Yeah, so it'd be N. N goes from, I think, like 25 up to like 44 or something like that. Honest, I played bingo once. At some point in time in history, I played bingo. When that was, I don't know. Some point. It has been a long day. I am rather tired, but at the same time, we're gonna do, you know, gonna get things done. So we're not just, you know, focusing on one spot. Hey, look, it's a field that I completely harvested. The proof is in the pudding. We harvested it. There's nothing here. There's Lemony Snicket Squat. How far down the field do you suspect this hayfield is? Like the swath, it won't take long. Really, it won't. Unless it's like giant. It's a really lovely field of flun flowers. Not the flun flowers. And of course, I have estimates coming out of my behind. I've got my taxes I still gotta finish. I've got a whole pile of everything. It's never ending. Oh. Okay. Well, this is definitely a bigger field. It still shouldn't be that bad. This thing swaths at 15 kilometers an hour, so it freaking humps and grinds. We're doing pretty good. So yeah, it's business is booming. Still got lots of work to do. We can really start moving on some of this stuff. Just about got one quote completely done. I have another one I have to quickly start and do, but it shouldn't take too terribly long. And then the other one, which is a monster, I've got to I got to hunker down on. Okay, yes, I am now starting to believe this one. This is a fairly substantial field. How glitchy does it get when I'm inside? Actually, not that bad. Well, it's sort of... it catches right about here. Oh cool, it's raining while I do this. Alright, well, since it's raining, let's just see here. Construction, production, selling points. Is there anything for oil for those beer? Oh, yeah, there's just to sell it. That's what this is. These are mostly big fields around here. Of course, you know, people's houses. I don't think they particularly would enjoy this thing being right beside them. But if I bought a field like over here or something. Getting to it might be fun. These are all pretty big. Right across from the road from the dairy. There we go. We can pop that right about there. It's not far away from oil. It's only 15,000, mind you. So, hypothetical. A tiny little field. Well, there's a... How much would 11 or 13 be? That's 17, actually. That's 34,000. That's not bad. You can buy the individual houses. Cheapest one is 16. Cheap is good, but we want to make money on it, not lose it. We might have to drive up there and investigate. It didn't really slow down much. That's a pretty good sized swath, to be honest. Hey, we're almost to the end on our first swath-ish. When I say ish, we're not really what you call... We're not really fundamentally, you know... No, that's not really the right terminology. Boy, you know, we're not quite there yet. That's probably closer. Yeah, it's closer to the truth. Doesn't seem like there's that much grass, but it's not bad. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go up and then around. I'm just going to knock this back from top speed, and I'm going to hook and bob this one. I'm going to carve it about here and do it. Hopefully I won't need that extra. But mind you, I do have the swather usually hanging over the field just a little bit. Just ever so bit. So we're getting a little bit extra hay from somewhere else. May also contain flowers and crap. May contain some flowers. On the plus side, this should really ripen. I apologize. I don't think I'll be cutting any trim tonight. That's right, I got tomorrow night to do that. Finish my blank for my floor. That way my pieces can just flow. I'm at the other side of this end already. That's not bad. But it looks like my front tires are flat. Got some major deformation going on there. Alright, this one I am going to go just a little bit more. I think I can get away with it. Because it's still technically in the field, right? So, maybe. And of course, every time we go around the field, it should get smaller. So we should actually start noticing it on here. Oh, he says 1%. Okay, groovy. With a tedder and then bale it. You know how many freaking bales are going to be on this field? making me work for it. Or maybe the plan should be having a biomass plant. My tire seems to be deflating, inflating, deflating, inflating. What is causing your boggle? I'm actually kind of surprised how straight that's going. That's not doing it as bad now. Hey look, car. Hello, car. We're actually getting close to having our first round down. From this angle it looks like I'm grossly over. But it's cutting really straight. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Oh. Sleepy, sleepy. Probably should have had a nap is really what I probably should have done. But then I wouldn't be able to hang out with you guys, so. Oh, there goes my tire. No, it's inflate, deflate, inflate, deflate. There's a lots of flate. Give myself a little bit extra here again because I'm gonna swivel around this corner at high speed. Alright, so if I roughly go about there, back up slightly, take that edge. Yeah, that's not terrible. Oh, that is kind of terrible. Don't miss the field, you bugger! So for right now, the plan is, with the flour, just to sell it at the bakery. Because it should be decent price. The eggs, of course, I'm selling at the egg stand. Same with, well, the honey's being sold at Pub with Beer. For now. I might actually put the brewery in soon. I can't remember. I think the brewery also accepts as in a secondary pricing. I could be wrong, but I think it does. Hey, look at that. We're almost done our first round. And me, I like to do 3 rounds. Yeah, there we go. Off on another row. Or round. On the plus side, the more we go around the field and do this, the shorter the span gets and the less time it takes. A decent sized swath, actually. And yes, I could hire somebody to do it for me, but am I? No. No, I can tough it out and do this. Raining anyways, what else was I gonna do? Like I said too, this guy's zooming. I notice the swather also doesn't tend to wander, or not near as much. muzzle. Poor Schnifter. That was a little better than a fifth last night. A little better than another fifth. It's fine. Totally fine. I don't know what anybody's worried about. Yeah, I like those. Those are nice looking swaths. And what are we at? Are we actually at 2? We're at 2%. It's sort of reverted. Let's see if that makes a difference. I'll wait for it for a second here to pick back up. There, did it pick back up? Okay. See if that made a difference. I had to attune it a little bit. You know, you get a perfect setting, everything works perfectly well, and then all of a sudden you do an update and sideways. In the most horrific way possible, usually. Well, you know, that's actually not bad. Bad looking there. Those are decent looking swaths, I must admit. It's actually chewing through the ground pretty good. Now the dumb thing is, does it actually show it on here? Of course not. Does it show it by growth? Oh, it shows it by this, by the fertilizer. That's kind of weird. Really kind of weird, but hey. It works. It is marginally functional. So this isn't really harvesting, so do you think the rain is actually dropping the yield down on this too, or is everyone sort of placing their bets on? On the plus side, I got more grass that I could make a few more bales out of. So I'm not completely screwed by this. I would have to say this is probably a 40-foot header. 38 or 40 foot. And still 15 kilometers an hour. You cannot complain about this. You know, I was talking about it the other night. We had one guy that was one of my first really super active subscribers. I haven't seen him on in a while. I wonder what happened to him. Really, really good guy. And you kind of find that out too, you know. There are a lot of really good people on there. We got to break that margin. So that's kind of a push tonight too. Is try to break that 200 marker. It's just sort of in your face, like, haha, well, we got this far, but can we break it? Can we go over it? Definitely we're chewing through the ground, so I'm quite happy over that. Now, dumb question is, did I actually rent the equipment? I did rent the equipment. Sweet. I wonder if it's a massive tedder or if it's just a single. Because we don't need much. We only need the single. We don't need to do the double. Because crying out loud, could you imagine how big that friggin' swath would be? Take a look. So there's JCB there. That's just the JCB. Yeah, that's the big frickin' guy. Okay, so that's the windrower. And this is the tedder. I don't know if I necessarily need it. Oh, this is the square jobber. Sweet, so we can really bump and run. We can do a million of them. FYI, I hate these JCBs. Like, they go fast, they go like stink, but just out of dumb curiosity. Let's take a look. Tedder. Do we really need to break it, or does it turns the grass so it dries faster? Alright, so what happens with a windrower? Arranges the grass into rows, easier to handle. Okay. So this is the one they gave me. I don't think I need to do that. I think I can get away with just like leasing that one for like 350 bucks. Can I put it on the front? I'm just curious, because it's got a front PTO. I can too. Yeah, yes. Now, can I actually get a windrower? It's not that bad. Just grass, easier to handle. Alright. Like 300 bucks. Let's load this JCB up. Like, we have those massive windrows from the swather. And yes, I really do hate this area. There we go. Oops, hit the fence. Yeah, that should work, right? As dorky as it looks, that should work, because my rows are already sitting out there. I should be able to... No, it's not this one, I think. Well, maybe it is. Ah, this potato field's already taken off. I can sneak across. Freaking rough in this field, though. That is a new meaning to shaken, not stirred. Can't believe how freaking rough this field is. Or this JCB sucks. I just gotta remember if I turn this in on this particular one, that chances are my stuff is still gonna be hanging out there. Because I could return it in the return menu, but who does that? Alright, can I squeeze through here? Okay, so in theory, let's leave him like that. I need to go G to the front. My G-Wagon. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm willing to try it. Especially since I already have these really nice windrows anyways. Doesn't... Well, hang on. Alright, this won't necessarily work quite the way I was expecting it to. So it doesn't work quite like that, but it goes like that. Alright. And if I go like this, can I turn him on and put him down? And what does it do? Not quite what I was expecting. He's not quite big enough. Alright, I think that's kind of a failed, botched effort. Alright, so I can put him down. Sort of. So having him down, though, does that actually do anything? No. Alright, well, we came, we saw, it doesn't freaking work. I do like my windrower, though. It's just apparently they want it teddied. And not Roosevelt. And up. And over. And down again. I wonder if it's Teddy, if I could just use my big windrower again. Put it back. Seems like a lot of extra effort. Now, the dumb question is, because I did that, can I look at the leased equipment? Leased, yes. Return, yes. And windrowers. Yes, I like to also return that. It's a little short. So going with the smaller stuff didn't work out. So I guess we could use that. I think that does go on the front end. Go around in reverse. I don't know if that's really an option. And I don't know if that's wide enough either. Because that's 3.4 and it wasn't wide enough. Oh, it's 4.7. 9.5. Guess for now we just need to focus on cutting this, getting it off, not worrying about it. Could you imagine baling it being this wet? A bale would be juicy. Completely forgot I did this $126,000 contract to bale. That's a huge freaking field to be baling. And I'm just about there. Just about there. I actually haven't seen it try to load again since I've modified the bitrate. It appears to be working good. What do you guys think? Yep, nope, that doesn't do anything. We're in my perfectly good windrows. I shall go this way this time. I mean, 3 windrows coming off here, that's kind of spectacular. Making for good. Okay, I'm just gonna alt-tab out just because. Oh, dance rock. Yeah, it's not bad. I just want to double check to see how it's actually doing. How's it actually doing? Looks like it's doing pretty good. Actually, all in all, I think we're doing pretty good. I'm quite satisfied by that. We're running amok here. Where did it actually say the bales were supposed to go? Probably things I should ask before, but you know. Mow the grass, then dry it with a tedder and bale it. Take the bales to the animal dealer. Can't bale the really green ones? What's the difference? That's slurry manure. Hay. Oh. Difference is hay is worth more and is considered not grass. He specifically says, no, it doesn't actually say. Just says take the bales to the dealer. Why do I just want to try it and go, did one bale? Or does it say this stuff's too green? Fuck off, we don't want it. Yeah, what does it say on this? Not seeing anything that says bales. Straw, hay, grass, silage, total mixed ration. Yes, that is how you say that word, ration. Well, you can see me shaking my head. Manure, slurry, digest. No selling points for digest either. Liquid fertilizing station. Solid fertilizer. Crude oil pump, it's going down, but it's 4,800 per 1,000 liters. I think that's what it is. Diesel fuel, 3,700 by Clever Motors, or Clever Motors, I'm not really sure which. They take sugar beet cuts. I guess I'll figure it out once I actually, I don't know, finish cutting this crap. When will it ever quit raining? In a world where stuff is wet. You know, honestly, I wouldn't want to try and jam this crap into a baler. Was it no oxygen or oxygen not included or something like that? The Soylent Green bar or something like that. That's what it reminds me if you tried to bale super wet green grass. It's not going to be pretty. It'd just be one dense wet cube. If it actually ever gets out of the baler, that is. That would be the part that would really, I'd question, is if you could actually get the damn thing out of the baler. A, it weighs like 6 tons, more than it should. And B, yeah, how much did it pack in? Well, we made cement green block. I do know in my, well, I wouldn't say my area, but not far from where I actually am, in a relative sense, there's a company that makes straw plywoods and lumber. So, you know, there are a lot of farmers that don't use their straws and hays to, you know, feed cattle or use as fertilizer or whatnot. So what they do is they bale it, they haul it down to this guy, and he, under super high compression and that, and resins, he makes lumber out of straw. And I can honestly say that's not a bad idea. It's a renewable resource. You make lumber out of it. Don't need to cut trees down. You got the wasted straw. Technically not a bad idea. And like I was saying, it's a renewable resource. So long as you're producing your cereal grains, you're going to have straw. And hell, if you make it out of flax straw or hemp straw, that stuff doesn't rot. It'll last forever. The glue will break down before that crap will. So at least there's somebody thinking. Alright, I'm going to do one more round down here, and then we're going back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. It sounds like an old pump. Back and forth. You know, I will honestly say that yes, I have done some haying in my time. Not terribly that much, but some, and enough to say that this is incredibly boring. Although I didn't have much time to be incredibly boring. We had a pull behind with the guy I was working with. So you had to jump in the tractor. You do about 3-4 rounds. And then you'd jump out of the tractor, run over to the baler, which was a round baler, and you'd do those 2 or 3 rounds, and you'd stop about 100 yards behind the pull behind, and then you'd run over, jump into the tractor with the forks, pick the bales up, haul them over to the other tractor that is running on the feed line, and you'd bale, well, not really bale, but you'd wrap them in a tube. All one guy for about 8 to 10 hours. Yeah, that wasn't what I call a fun. I think we did it for 3 days, to be honest. Was it 4? No, it was 3. It was only a quarter section of land. But yeah, it was 3 days. It wasn't like I was doing it by myself either. There's another guy there too. But it was his land. He would actually start my 3 rounds in the morning. Sometimes 4, depending on when I got there. Sometimes he got an extra round in. I jump in the baler, let the tractor warm up, but jump in the baler, do the rounds, and then he started picking the bales up at a certain point. And then, of course, then I was wrapping and then jumping out and going to do the rounds. And it was a lot of freaking work. Anyway, he says, oh no, haying is like the easiest job. You just wait for the grass to grow, cut it, and bale it. It's a little bit more intense. And around here, you typically get at least 1 cutting. If you're doing good for the year, you might get 2. But you certainly don't get 3 or 4. There's only been, I think there's only been, well, actually 1 year that I specifically remember that they got 3 cuttings on. But it's rare. We don't have a very long growing season up here. It's like 4 months, you're done. And depending on what grade you're running with your alfalfa, you're typically only doing about, I think, 14%. I want to say 14% protein. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. So on 14% with dry times and everything else, you want to let that stuff grow about 1.5 feet before you cut it. And depending on it, Like, we don't use, there's not very many people that use tethers around here. We usually just let it dry for about 4 or 5 days, and then you bail it. That's usually what happens. I think I've actually only seen one, maybe two guys ever actually use a tether. For us, it doesn't really increase that dry time. A nice warm summer breeze actually dries your crop way more. It is more efficient. This is actually what, in real life, what I actually end up doing, or used to. The new crops these days are a lot better. You can actually, there's harvest ready canola, which is before. 90% of what we used to do is hop into swather and spend the next week and a half cutting your canola with a swather. So you want to talk boring jobs. Up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's also, again, why I have a sweet spot for a swather. I actually do tend to enjoy going up and down a field in a swather. Of course, I was free babysitting back in my day. It was like, okay, wait at the edge of the field, wait for the swather to go by. They'd pick me up and away we go. It was cheap. I'd be out there for 6-7 hours. Used to love it in combine too. And you know, the funny thing is, my cousins are the same way now. Like, I watch, and it's actually not even them too. There was, not last year, but the year before, we were out combining. Quite a ways away, but we were out combining. And there was, what was there? There's 6 of us out in the field. And 6 combines rolling. And I was the one doing the first initial outside round. Well, I went around one place, and yeah, there was like 3 or 4 kids out there, right? And it never clicked or anything like that. And then I was messaging it and talking to my cousin and said, hey, I did the second round. I went, geez, you know, the kids are on the edge of the field watching the combines, like, absolutely amazed by them. And my cousin says, well, maybe we should stop and pick up a passel of them, right? And it never clicked at that point, and I said, you know, yeah, okay. Well, as soon as we did that, yeah, that was 3 kids. That's what it was, 3 kids, because each one of us picked up a kid. And that's when it sort of computed and went, huh, I used to do the same thing. I was fascinated by the big machines. Which, really funny thing is, back then, they weren't that big. They were to me, but they weren't that big. So I find it really funny now that, you know, I think back and go, you know, I used to do the same thing. You know what I realized I just did? Without even thinking about it? I'm going crossways across this field. I basically turned around and did it. Well, there's a 4th round on this one, apparently. Oh well, I got talking. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, no, just going back to that, it reminded me so much of my own youth. Their parents were, you know, the funny stupid thing is, and these were city kids. They had no idea what the hell was going on. Very inquisitive, but they had no idea. Their parents didn't even know they were missing. It's just all of a sudden, it's like, where'd my kid go? Oh, the combines are rolling. And there's one person in particular that's thinking about city people. They complained and phoned the RCMP, which is our local police, and said, "Hey, these guys are working too late. They're making too much noise." Okay, it was like 6, 7 o'clock when we started. Yeah, okay, it was getting late in some regards, but we had a field to take off. You take the field off. You don't give any opportunities to take the field off, so when you have that opportunity, you take it off. Yeah, no. Yeah, apparently they came out, noticed that we were combining, went, yeah, they're combining the field. Well, aren't you going to stop them? They need to be arrested because they're making too much noise. And apparently, as the story goes, the cop went, well, take a look like this. Do you want food on the table? What do you mean by that? Do you want food on your table? Because they're providing food for you to be on the table. I think you should just sort of ignore this one. And I actually did that. I did that field again last year, and yeah, they noticed we were out there and stood on the edge of the field like, "This is ours. You're not allowed to cross this." Well, why the hell would we be in your yard in the first place? We're combining the field around it. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes people are just brain dead. But yeah, no, they complain. Well, there's two parts to that. First, these people complained we were making too much noise. The next day, they complained that we put too much dust and straw and stuff on their property. Again, combining. We can't help it. We do try. Like, we don't back the combines into your yard and purposely blow straw in it. Like, we do try to make a conscious effort. And, okay, if the wind's blowing in a certain direction, we'll maybe combine in the opposite direction. Because we don't typically like to be complete pricks and destroy your yard with combines, because they can make a lot of mess. But we still can't control what nature does. So yeah, they apparently phoned the cops again and was complaining that we made too much mess in their yard while we were combining. No, we can't do that. We have no control over that. I am sorry, that's not how that works. Actually, one of my first solo times was actually with Swather. And around my local area too. Quite a bit of hills and stuff, but actually no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Canola. It was out by, where the hell was it? Something, anyways. Can't remember the exact location of it, but I remember what it was now. We were trying to straight combine barley, I believe it was, and there was a section of it that was lodged. And if you don't want to know what lodging is, when a crop gets laden down, like especially cereal crops, the heads get laden down. Strong wind, heavy rain, or just overgrowth happens, and the heads they don't necessarily break off, but the stems break, and they all just sort of crisscross, and it comes a jumbled mess. It makes it almost impossible to straight combine. So you typically take a windrower like this, and you go into your cereal grains, you swath it down into windrows, and you use a pickup header and a combine to pick that up, which is better than trying to attempt to straight combine it with 54-foot headers. That may or may not work. So you end up wasting way more time and fuel than it's worth to try to deal with it. So you just take the swather, cut the lodge down, and go from there. Which again is great. It all has its advantages and whatnot, but yeah, the first time I think that's what it was. I think I was going to combine. They're having problems combining it. The swather was there, and I said, "Oh well, I know how to run one of those." Jumped in the swather and swathed down a good chunk of it into windrows. The one major downside by it, as soon as you cut the lodging, a lot of times the heads shell, so it breaks off and you lose a pretty good portion. But at least you can get something off. It sucks, but at least you get something. I don't know. I missed the portion. Yeah, actually, even when I'm swathing canola, I tend to miss something. But yeah, no. In the end, I've spent significant amount of hours in a swather. I've spent a significant amount of hours on a combine with it screaming all the time, going wop wop. Wow, what do you mean now? Oh, my rotation speed is too low. Okay, ramp up the RPM. Okay, now it's going too fast. Crap. The new technology, it does help you along quite a bit more, and it is a lot more efficient. You still don't get 100%. Like gold mining, there's no way to recover 100%. And the same with combines. If you average, I want to say it's 94%, you're doing good. Well, I think that's what it is. I think most of these modern combines about 94% efficient, which again is huge. But I've never known one to be 98, 99%, and certainly not 100. I missed another portion. Oh well. I have never met a combine that's 100% yet. Or any harvester of any sort. Could you imagine though? Could you imagine? This field has a hill in it again. Either that or I'm lopsided. Don't go there, it could be lopsided. So at least I think we've come up with some sort of ideas. And if you missed it, we're looking at putting in some sort of, we were going to do a refinery, but for right now we're going to do one, maybe 2 wells, maybe 3 wells of oil, and then just put a selling point for now. I can still buy fuel. It was supposed to cut down my cost on it, but I'd rather have the cash flow at the moment. And then, along with the other plans, is we're just going to sell the flour for now at the bakery. And I should probably check the frickin' bees, because I think that one was getting close. We were going to originally, as the original plan went, we were going to every night sell off what we had, but That's a lot of work for a little game. So, what I've been thinking is we basically. That's what I was going to do. I was going to put in a warehouse, a shop, a warehouse, and we can basically dry store. When, say, one bay fills up enough, say we got 16 pallets or so, we can load it on a trailer and haul it then. I think that might be a better option. It still costs some cash, but I don't think we should be too worried about it. I tell you, yesterday we had an amazing day. We had to go to the city, get supplies. My city that I do most of my work in, there's certain things that you just can't buy in the city, so you have to go to a bigger center. Well, a bigger center is about an hour and a half away, sort of as the crow flies type thing. So we went up there, not even really thinking about it, and won't mention which store we were at, but it's a big box store. I don't want to say too much and whatnot, because, sometimes that offends certain people if, they have bad relation or bad rapport with certain. So it's better not to say which one it was. But I'll say this: a big box store carries this very well-known brand and whatnot. We walk through and it says, "Hey, we're having a pro contractor day. If you buy X amount of products, we'll give you either a gift card or this promotion item." And I look at my employee, and he looks at me and says, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Neat idea, right? You spend X amount of money in this box store, you either get a gift card or a promotion item." And we're thinking about it, and I said, just out of curiosity, can I choose when I'm getting ready to leave? And the guy says, "Yeah, no problem." I said, "So how much do I need to spend, right?" And he says, "Well, $300, you should be able to get this gift card worth about $200. Or you can also do, get the promotion item." Alright, so we cruise around the store, and we're sort of picking up stuff that we need, and picked up a few supplies just to get to that 300 mark. We walk by the one aisle as we see what the pro promotion is. Well, the item's worth about $298 on sale, and it's like $400 normal price, and we're going, $200 gift card, or value-wise, $400. You know what we chose? No, we were just having we had a damn decent day. Even got back at a decent hour, and we were able to actually get quite a bit done. Even today, we got a stupid abnormal amount done today. And it didn't seem like we were going to, but we did. We got a lot done. To the point where we're on this contract that we're actually working on. We're now past the hump where it looks like we're destroying the place. We're past that. Now we're actually putting it back together. And it's gonna be freaking awesome. So my task tomorrow is start painting. I still got to do a little bit more drywall and mud work in the bathroom, but the bedroom side, when we should be painting it up, that drives me insane. I usually ignore it when I'm in an actual field. This isn't an actual field, so I'll just clean that up. hoping, hoping. Well, I know my employee's gonna start doing the flooring in the closet, in this big walk-in closet. He's gonna clean that up. That way we can shut the door and we're done. No issues. We're done. Just thought about something. I've got 3 estimates to do. One I'll finish tonight. One I'll get close on. It's not that bad. Either one. Well, actually, the one I haven't started yet won't take me long. It isn't that much to do. It's not going to be that expensive. Be able to clean it up nice. Really nice. Am I halfway done this field yet? Of course not. As I see the map now, it's like, yeah, I've really got a lot off. It doesn't look, the tree line's not that far away. I've maybe done an 1/8. Where is this? Oh, we still got 83. Jeez. Oh no. We have a lot more 83. It's good. I only have 83 liters of sorghum left. Holy crap, I need to stop that production. Never mind. Holy crap, I was gonna check that frickin' honeys. Which one is it? That one. Yeah, we're gonna check the. I think. No, it's. Oh, it's just about full. I don't think we have to worry about the eggs. Oh, we only have 202. We did gain quite a bit. So let's take a look at buildings real quick. Well, just buildings, sheds. What kind of shed do we want for egg storage? That's an eggplex. Eggplex. I don't think I want an eggplex. That's freaking huge. That's even bigger. We're not getting any smaller here. Oh, that's still freaking huge. How about a garage? Small garage is 106,000. I don't know about you, but I could build that for a lot less than that. What's cheap? This looks cheap. 10 grand. Yeah, I'd like something with sides on it. 340. Holy balls, look at the size of this thing. 160? 35. Yeah. You know what? I like the looks of this little bork. That makes spork. It overlaps with other things. How about boat? No, let's. I don't know. How the hell should I put it? We got a tree line there. You guys have any ideas of where to put it? Actually, you know what? That'll work. Let's put it right there. There's me going broke again. So that's just about full. As soon as it is full, we can. Yeah, this should work. So, yeah, we got our feed. This is our grass feed for our sheep. So yeah, the first bay we can do with honey. Second bay we can do with chicken eggs. and third bay with wool. That should work, right? I think that should work. Because, like I was saying, it's kind of stupid just to put 1 or 2, maybe 3 pallets on here and go, yeah, okay, off to town we go to sell it. It'd be better just to take all of this stuff. I think I can get 500 liters in this, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's only 400. I don't know. Anyways, when this is full, then I'm going to put it in the storage bin. And then when we have enough for a load, we can get rid of it then. I think that's where we're going to go by. Oh, thanks for that like. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm more or less right at this instant curious to know. These bees are packing out the punch, man. Packing out. I'm just gonna slip over here. And slip over here. And one over there. And I do things over here. I'm just gonna do. It is running better. I must admit. It is running a whole lot smoother. $390. Okay. Well, we might as well go swathing again. So we actually built our building. I am really happy over that. We built our little lovely storage building. Yeah, the rain here. So yeah, if we honey, eggs, wool, gets it all nice and neat. Nowhere near as much issues. And we can make a rule too. And you guys could actually make the rule. Say like 12 pallets we sell, or 11 pallets or something goofy. 3 pallets. I'll hope for more. But you know. Can I climb this? Sometimes weird glitching, you climb these stupid things. I don't know what. See? Weird. I do still have some sorghum here for some reason. Are you full yet? Oh, $3.98. Alright. Guess we're back over here. Well, that was quite the little bump. Well, at least we got some more things done. Plans have been made. Plans made. Oh, whether we can hold to those plans, that's the next question. It also begs the question too. We like 5% on this contract? 7? Oh. What was that? Well, 126. 129 apparently. The other biggest one is this one. It's 47,000. Can't wait for my potatoes to grow so I can get rid of 2 more contracts. Oh yeah, I know what else I gotta look up tonight too. Cheap frickin' kitchen faucet. Probably an El Cheapo Fister. Oh yeah, and a frickin' sink repair kit. The things that I'm remembering. things that I remember quickly. Life and times of being a business owner. It's like, that's good to know. Or, that would be helpful to know if I remembered that. Oh well, we can really zoom along. Whoa, I kind of zipped and missed the mark on that one. My offside lopped windrow. How much longer will I be streaming for? Maybe another 30 minutes or so. About the time this rain will stop. It's supposed to be stopping, but you know. I am kind of curious. Might just do it. That JCB. This thing. And my curiosity is, we're gonna do 2 bales. We're gonna do, or not so much 2 bales. We're just going to see if we can bale that or bale the other one and see what the difference is, if there is any. I question whether or not there is any. Even moving at 73 kilometers an hour, that is a low freaking way. Just let him zoom. Let him zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And into the next one. This field is freaking amazingly rough. 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 Rough, rough, rough. Da, 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 dee, dee. What the balls? Like, that is abnormal rough. Well, okay, well, maybe not. The edge of that field is extra special. I'm just curious to know if I could skip a step. Whoa, 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 whoa. JCB is off the charts, man. Well, I can refuel if I want to. You can refuel if you want to. No, we're gonna keep that bale size. That's all it. That is all it needed to do, was just slightly unfold. Alright, let's see how much we can launch this into the next universe. Well, we actually are zooming right along. Zoom, zoom, zoom. You are nothing. Other than me stealing a chocolate egg. That actually tastes pretty good together. What if anyone else figured that out? A Cadbury mini egg with a rum egg. Like, not bad at all. Okay, I would start down there, but I am curious. Or does it tell you that you can't bale this yet? Like, that's what I want to know. I can actually see the swather. Okay, dumb idea. Well, I'm dinking around with this. I can actually hire a guy. There would probably be a strip in the middle that he'll miss, but... Oops. Entirely my fault. Now, can you imagine? Once upon a time, we actually had 3 of those in a field together. And yes, we had to calculate those back before the days of GPS. Okay, so we can easily bail this stuff. Says we can bail that one too. Okay, so one is actually it does actually say A. It says hey da 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 da, hey da 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 da. It scooped it up anyways. Okay, this is really annoying to pick up like this, but we're doing science. We're doing science and sciencey things. If I did this in real life, I would have been slapped. %55 of a bale. Like I said, it's for science. If we end up with a bale that we can't sell or get rid of doing this, we can always do one of ours. Alright, it does say something different. Man, poop. What if I could do the individual one with that? Because all we need is... Actually, we shouldn't have got rid of that tedder. We could have put it behind and just done it. And then used the bigger windrower. Alright, well, I'll get going again here. Oops. Wedge between our place and a rock. Ignore this. It's easy to ignore now. So this little piss ant, I'm just gonna buy it. Oh, you got an achievement. This is my weekend. Somehow I just missed that. So we are going to bring that little guy out. And what kind of bigger windrower but smaller than than that. 15 meter. We don't need 15 meter. What size is this guy? 4.4. So we need something. Oh yeah, we found the mysterious wandering ditch. Something bigger than 4.4. That one's 4.7. Okay, essentially we've only spent 15,000 for science. For science, we have found a solution. But what we'll do again, going back to it. That's one thing you can say. Apparently, the JCBs are always on their feet. So I can connect you to there just to haul you out. That's way too freaking big. So I'm going to connect you. Yes, this is sure to work. Wiggle wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble. Oh man, I've got it going cattywampus. Alright, it's a barren field. I'll go across. It's way quicker and easier going across the barren field. Minus the fact that this field is rougher than shit. It is most definitely rough. So once I get to the field and the hoimikoiben and the hua, then I'll do. What do you want to say? We do one round around the outside, and 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 then we'll windrow it, and then we'll bail it. And then from there, we should sort of roughly have an idea. Maybe? Relax. Alright. So we'll park it here. This one I will park here. I will drive over it several times. I will turn around, put it on the Irk end. I'll put it on the Urkel end. I will fold it. And then I'm going to check my honey. Start the tractor, let it warm up a bit. 400 liters. It is no more. So we can only do 400 liters. So let's grab it. Let's put it in our warehouse. Well, those trees are solid now. Those are solid trees. No, maybe. Yep, 400 is full. Oh, look at that. Pallet and instantly honey. Okay, by the way, it's just sitting on the very edge of the forks. So no real fast jiggly movement. watch, I'll back up and it'll slide right on. Okay, this is not a forklift. That'll be the next thing we do, is buy a forklift, an actual frickin' forklift. Not using a friggin' tractor. There we go. Our shed has the first thing in it. The first full thing. A full pallet of honey. I feel kind of proud in some weird way. Kind of, I don't know, excited by that notion. We spent some money on a building, and we're actually using it for, I don't know, said building. That seems oddly fulfilling. So I can turn that off. So what do we have on here now? 39 liters already. Huh. Yeah. Was it 400? No. No, it's like double stacked now. It's 222. I don't know what a full pallet of that is. Like 1,000 maybe? I don't know. Don't know about this one either. 176 liters right now. Mass is 498 kilograms. More than I can pick up. I can tell you that much. I will tell you that for fucking free. Oh, he's at that end. Doing a nice job. Alright. He is actually physically doing 15 kilometers an hour, which is supposedly the same speed. But it's stick. Oh, it went down hard this time. Damn. As it comes back, it goes ip, op, oop, oop. There it goes. All I had to do was swing it over. So this feels like it's not doing 15 kilometers an hour. That thing over there is moving way the frickin' quicker than this thing is. By a country frickin' mile. Like I said, I'll tell you that for frickin' free. So yeah, I'll go all the way around. This will be like probably a two Wednesday deal. I want to say a 2 Wednesday deal. It's going to take at least 2 nights of streaming, at least, to get this thing off. Maybe more. I don't know. I can tell you, the swather, that guy's gonna be done in no time. Holy crap, I can hire this out. No way. Ha. Okay, but what happens at the end? Are you smart enough to figure out I went around a corner? Bet you aren't. Yeah, no, you're not that smart. I give it credit though. It definitely tried. Let's put it all in the bush line. Yep. Makes sense. Oh, this is freaking awesome. So like I can sit back, watch this guy do the tedding, not have to do it all myself. Just watch this dude do it. And I get to talk to you guys. This seems like a win-win. I am curious to know about the wind rowing though. But on the plus side with the teddy, we can set him up over yonder and just say, hey, look, you know what? Go with it. So apparently, yes, we do need to do the teddy. Otherwise it's gonna be, I don't know if those bales are gonna be accepted otherwise. And I don't really want to risk it. I don't want to do like 400 of them and find out none of them are accepted. Then we're basically in the same situation as the potatoes, except to the point where we have to do it using our fields because, well, we can't take any more than 3 contracts on. Yes, plant yourself in a ditch. That seems to work out just fine. Perfect. Absolutely freaking perfect. So I can hire him again. Except they didn't hire him again. Just set it on cruise control. That'd be like owning an RV, putting it on cruise control, and wandering into the back for coffee, thinking that it's autopilot. Works great on a straight, right up to the point. Hopefully it doesn't wander, but hopefully you don't find a corner. Okay, this is kind of the test. Both of us are doing 15 kilometers an hour. If that swather passes me, I know this JCB is full of crap. Contract 32. Well, I guess this is field 32. It's 10% done. We've done 10% of something tonight. Well, actually, we do have one thing in our new warehouse, and that's 1 pallet of honey. Oh, and the other thing was we were gonna look at a forklift, because forklift is much better. I don't think, I'd rather have a ride-on one. What's the difference between these guys? That one can lift to 8.1 ton. It's 55,000. Whether or not I could get them on top of the frickin' trailer might be another matter. That Swather and I are running pretty close to the same speed. I have to admit it now. I don't want to admit it, but I'm going to have to admit it. So we'll get around to the other side. We'll do the windrow, and depending on how the time goes, we might do the first outside run for baling, and then we should be pretty close on it for the night's end, I think. That car looks like it's on fire the way that taillight sort of bleeds there. The one behind it doesn't do it. The van doesn't do it. Just for whatever reason, that car did. we don't have to worry about the swather hitting us. That's why you do 3 outside rounds. I'm hoping that windrow is big enough. Because it's gonna suck balls if it isn't. It should. Actually, I didn't see any extra grass on the edge of that. I must admit the swather's doing pretty good. We've done about a third. We've got about a third of it cut. You know, it all depends. It's not like combining. We might actually be able to get this finished cutting and teddied and potentially baled all on the next stream. Move my other tractors over here and start working on it. Might work. Might actually just work out. Oh, look at that. It's got its own little pop-out stand. I did have to park it in the wrong side of the bush. Nope, missed. Bullseye. Okay, shall we see if this works? Actually, for the most part, yes. The balls. Did you just figure out where the gas pedal was? Just gonna back up and try it a little bit tighter. Like that one's not bad, but I don't know if we can do all like that. Okay, how much do I leave? Oh, okay. So I need to just catch it on the side. Yeah, that's not bad. I can deal with that. Except when it does that. That sort of leaving a lot on the edge there, but what do I do? I tell you, the lines are a lot straighter if I get the guy to do the work for me instead of me doing it. It's like it's barely, just barely catching. I should still be able to get it with the baler. I think. I guess we're going to find out real quick, aren't we? As soon as he gets around and I try it with the baler. At least dude with swather is. The hell is he? There he is. Going the opposite direction now. Ah, yes, I can just sit back, have a drink, watch this guy do his thing. Now, I will be doing the bailing. There's no question. I will be doing the bailing. Okay, I'm just going to halt him. I'm going to do this part. Going around corners, I don't trust the help. He did alright for most of it, but corners might be a little tricky. Hell, by the looks of things, corners are a little tricky for me. Screw the help, I can't even do it. This is the other thing that drives me nuts with JCBs, and apparently they're exactly the same as real life. They surge for some reason or another. I've never figured out why. I used one once on a job site. It was, well, it wasn't a tractor, mind you. It was a track loader is what it was. I could never get the thing to run smooth. It constantly surged. It was the same thing. It was like 160 to 180. And for no bloody reason. It was constant too. Well, it's not as nice a windrow as what the frickin' windrower did, but I have to admit I should probably just pay attention to doing the contract the way they want it to. Except doing it the way they want me to with that other one. That wasn't much of an option. Because well, we can actually take a look, actually. Let me, swather. That's 9.2. And the one for the contract is mowers. Is that guy, I believe. Or is it this one? 3.1. So, I think it's these two. We're at 13.1. What was the other one again? Okay. Technically, it would have been more. But using a JCB to do it. Yeah. Again, I don't really like the JCBs. Not to mention, I bought the swather. I want to use it. Kind of one of those things. Kind of one of those things. Oh well, we can do it like this. Some of our own equipment, except for the JCB and the baler and the picker-upper. And just overall all the crap. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow, I know. Finally getting back to putting things back together is going to be nice. I do got to remember Tomorrow morning I gotta load the chop saw, table, the ABS glue. I've said for about 3 days now, don't forget the ABS glue, so you can glue those parts. Guess what I forget every day? The ABS glue. And I thought I was doing really well too, you know. It's like this morning it was like, yeah man, I put the blank in the truck, it went great. I, you know, got all the stuff cleaned out, I did this, I did that, yada yada yada, everything worked. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. I get to the job site, it's like, oh yes, guess what I forgot? Oh yes, guess what I also forgot? Well, fuck me, I forgot this too. It's like, oh man. It's like I'm getting old and forgetful. But I'm not that old. I am that forgetful, but I'm not that old. I guess it actually does. Never mind. Completely ignore what I just said. So yeah, no, like this job site, I figured it would be about 2.5 weeks to do it, and this is our first full hard week of working in there. We've got all the demo done, we've got it remodded, we've got everything to the point where we're clean. Vacuum cleaner. It's the other thing I need. Random pieces of information for you guys, but this is how it normally is. It's like, what do I need to walk through the job site? In my mind, I'm walking through the job site. In my mind, I'm missing most of the fucking field, but besides that, walk through the job site in my mind. What do I need for tomorrow? What have I forgotten? What do I need? And you go through it and go, okay, we're doing great. What do I need? And you, basically in the morning it's like, la 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 la, I need this, clunk clunk clunk, bang bang bang. Okay, off we go. Get to the job site, it's like, do I need to start writing this shit down? Probably not, because I'll forget where I'll completely actually forget at that point. Oh, hey, you know, I wrote everything down. Forgot the list. That I can see happening. 100%. Oh, I just picked it up. Alright. On with you. Oh yeah, that's better. That is better. I think it's actually picking all of it up too. It is. Not. 'Tis not. 'Tis not doing that at all. Of course, is it possible that we goofed on this part? Yes, yes it is. Okay, straighten out. No. Again, this is one of the other things. Why I hate JCBs. They don't turn worth a crap. Alright, make me bales. Make me juicy bales. I was almost expecting to get almost all the way down before the first bale plops. Well, it's missing again. Apparently the pickup on this particular baler sucks. Can I turn? You You, sir, are a pile of trash. Did I poop out a bale? I did. It's magical. I pooped out my first bale. And my second. Actually, that's going pretty good. Oh man, I'm missing it all sorts of places now. I really hate JCBs. I know what they say about JCB. No, I don't. Like, that just blows chunks. Well, I guess I missed most of it. Or come back later and pick that chunk up. It is monkey chunks. Never mind. I won't say it. Yes, I will. Unconsequential. I wasn't going to, but I would. It was on the tip of my tongue. I had to say it. I had to say it. I had to say it. There's probably another bale from the stuff that I've missed. After this thing is really struggling to get through it. It has pooped out another one. Actually, it's pooped out quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's missing all sorts again. Guess I didn't have to worry about the corner of it forking up. Let me guess, you'll poop one out in the corner that nobody can get to. Actually, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yes, it is. It's frickin' dreadful. Like, look at the pieces it's missing. That is just utter disappointment. I guess it's gonna miss another chunk. Boop. Actually, it's not so bad if I hover over exactly where it's supposed to be. I mean, exact. But, no. Not. Right now, it's doing alright. On the other side, no. Oh, it was crap. Nope. 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 Oh, it's missing it again. Look at that. Isn't it just friggin' magical? Oh, it's missing there now. I hate missing crap. The hell? Oh, ditch. It's going, what the hell did I just hit that I couldn't go through? It is a JCB. It's probably gonna get stuck on something. Get stuck. Okay, if all my windrows were like this wouldn't be a problem. I like how my swather over there is just a chunk in the way. He's nearly... Sad truth is, I think he's actually not that far from being done. Not really. But oh, bales left, right, and center. Me doing the bales, does that actually count towards the end of the contract? Yes, it does. We are officially 13%. Lucky number 13. Well, there's 3 bales right there. 4 bales. And 5. 5, Mr. Bales. And yes, we are going to quit by the time we get to the other corner there again. I usually try to go for basically 8 to 10. Wanted to go a little bit further just to see if our little experiment worked. I might actually see if there's a mod for baling. Like a mod pack or something for it. Just as curiosity since. Don't know until we try, right? You really don't know until you try. Because we have lots of heavy mods and stuff. Well, like I said, we're going to basically quit once we get to the corner. We'll stop by our production line. Oop. This is unacceptable. Oh, crap. JCB, you suck. What are you doing, JCB? It's just this. I wanted back. What are you doing? I can't keep you on a straight line anymore. I hate JCBs. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. In real life, too. Anyways, going back to it. We'll get to this end corner here, and then we'll quickly look at our production line, and we'll be off for the night. So, say my due justice anyways, that if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to the 1,000. Of course, there will be another special sort of stream when we hit that 250 mark. So be sure to check that out when that happens. Oh yeah, cool. I plopped about a freaking bale in the ditch. That's awesome. And of course, if you guys have enjoyed and everything else, make sure to leave likes and the that big fancy share button there, as it does help. And hit that little alert bell. When you hit that little alert bell, it really does help keep everything sort of in line and track when I go live and when new videos come out too. And sometimes they're at random. No, actually, they're all scheduled. If they came out at random, there's no way. There's no way that I would be able to keep track of anything. I don't even remember where I put my frickin' tools in my truck, let alone anything to do with random videos. Everything is scheduled. If I keep a schedule, I can keep it in tune and track. Otherwise, that's funny. If I can do all the windrows like this, I'm fine. I can manage it. I might have to go back and re-windrow that other part. Alright. Let's take a look. So, we are 504 kilograms now. I have no idea when that thing's full. We do, as a recap, holy crap, there's 122 liters. These beehives are chaos. But we do have our first pallet in our brand new warehouse. So that happened this episode. We are moving along. It's a slow progress, but we are moving. How many eggs do we have? We have 303 pieces. No idea how full that gets. Oh, I might be able to pick that up, actually. It's not that heavy. Yeah, 121 kilograms. I can pick that up. Doesn't tell me jack shit, but, you know. And, of course, the farm. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's not that far from being done, to be honest. Farm. Let's visit the grain mill. So here's the grain mill. We have our Golden Field grain mill. This is ours. And we have our production thing somewhere. I guess it's just this. Oh, this. Alright. And we have about 2,000. Well, we can spawn items. We have 2,286 flour. 1 pallet. 2 pallets, 2,000. I can do 2 pallets at 2,000 liters. Right. So they're 1,000 liters per. Look at that. Premium flour. We have our own flour mill. So what's 1,000 liters worth? I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't. Pub with beer is 1740. Bloomingard Exports is 1764, and the bakery is 1788. Looks like we can put up to 10 pallets on here. So, yeah, we might have to build a warehouse. Well, we have a warehouse. I don't need to build anything. All I need to do is have the tractor or the forklift. The tractor back here. And we could use a section of this for flour. I mean, we could even double stack it. Probably a forklift. I'm thinking a forklift. I like forklifts. Done a lot of hours on a forklift too. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Our grain mill's actually producing something. We are actually physically producing something. And the best part is, people can actually, on this, well, between all the mods and everything, say, like, farmer that owns 17, he can come down here and we can actually do a contract that specifically drops it off here. And in which case, I can use it to mill flowers and stuff. So, it's not only based on the fields that I harvest, it's based on fields in general, which is really kind of cool. But I also got to take a look. I do want to take a look at hay, a hay pack or something like that. But anyways, I am done for this evening. I'm needing to get my ass in gear and get something done again, so unfortunately, I have to get to work. But I have appreciated everyone coming out and hanging out with me for a little bit. And again, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, hit the like button. If you really want to share it to your friends and family, hit the share button. And if you want to know when these go live, hit that alert button. Anyways, we'll see you.